nearly 10% off MSRP? It's possible. And this is how I did it.
So my process for purchasing my truck was to first find my hunting grounds, find my discount, then find my truck within those hunting grounds with the lowest MSRP, the least amount of fluff on it, uh, and then combine those two things, the discount plus the great deal, the great configuration, and purchase my truck there. So this video is going to focus on how I found the hunting grounds, the dealerships that I was going to look within to find my truck or wait for my truck to arrive, because the discounts are going to be on trucks that are in their inventory. They're not going to discount trucks that are coming. They're going to be trucks that they're having to pay a monthly interest on to the bank. They don't own those trucks. So you have to kind of wait for them to, if you see your truck coming in, you got to hope that it sits there for a while. Or like I did, find the truck that had been sitting there. So first I looked, it'd be great if I didn't have to drive at all. So I live in Bellingham, 20 miles. I look at what they're offering. Are they going below an MSRP or SRP? Here's their suggested retail price, and no, they're going over. And they're actually doing that because if we look at their offers, they do this on every single one of their trucks. They're $199 exactly over the MSRP every time. What they're doing is they're adding a dealer accessory. I never allow those in any purchase I make. If they insist on it, I just go look somewhere else. But I've always had them taken off. I've purchased many cars. When we have a deal, they always come off. This one was the security etch, and they are charging $600 for that, or $700, and then taking $200 or $500 off in a discount. So overall, they're charging you an extra, or me, an extra $200 on every one of those trucks. I asked them if they would match what I found other dealers that we're going to find right now offering $4,000 off. They couldn't touch it. So I guess I was driving, and I did. I drove 500 miles. So let's move this to 500 miles. It's a day trip, and it's kind of nice to get to know your truck over that time. I didn't mind. It was actually kind of a fun day for me. I flew to another city for $200 and then drove the truck home. So within 500 miles, price low to high. Is this discount possible? I mean, I was told like there's no way people can do this. Well, there are. 67,000 down to 62. That's nearly $5,000 there. Again, 67 down to 62. 68 down to 63. So we're 4,000 and change is the discount that I'm looking for now. I see many dealerships being able to do this. So here's at least four or five, and I ended up calling them. And well, first look at their sites to see how many trucks are they doing. Is this just a single one? And generally, they have plenty. There are quite a few options at that discounted rate, more than you see here. Actually, this searching inventory button is not going to give you everything that's available. I wish it would, but I mean, if you just go to those sites, you're going to see more trucks on their Toyota site than appear in this search inventory process. So I found it helpful to actually change some zip codes. Let's move over to Idaho. That's Coeur d'Alene. That is not a very good discount out of there, but if we go 500 miles from there, as I can tell you, I bought my truck in Boise, and Boise is not 500 miles away from Coeur d'Alene. And here's our usual suspects, the same one we saw before, Lithia and Rogers and Hometown and Tacoma. Kalispell is another good one. Dachshund is another one. After that, we don't see the volume. But where's the Boise one? It's not here. Isn't that strange? So let's go do the Boise. Let's just go through some big cities here. And there they are, but I don't see a discount. not a very big one. I mean, it's not. It's straight up MSRP. So it could be that, I don't know, that they're not posting their current inventory. I mean, it should be. So, I mean, let's just go to their site and check it out. And sure enough, their lowest truck is well below $65,000. This is their distance, price, low to high. See what we come up with. Nope, it's still 65. That's what this search is telling us, but we know that they have plenty of inventory that has discounted all day long at $3,000-$4,000. So it's a good idea to, once you find the volume sellers, to go check out their sites, because you're going to see things there that just aren't on the primary Toyota site. The other one also is to make sure you check the manufacturer rebates, because these are going to be on top of the dealer discounts. So right now in this month, you have to read the small print. This excludes TRD Pro, and the truck has to be starting at 57. I was told when I brought this up after we settled on our price, I said, well, what about the manufacturer rebate? And they said, well, in the fine print, you have to finance or you have to do these different things to get it. So let's read it together. And eventually I got it, because this is just a straight cash on top of whatever the dealer does. So sometimes you have to argue for them, but you have two lines there. You have the dealer discount, and then on your build sheet you'll have the manufacturer discount, and then that will get your settled price before the dock fee that they want to put on and taxes. So that's how I found my discount. Is I found a number of volume dealers. I found my $4,000 to $5,000 discount, and then the next step was to find one of these trucks at one of these dealerships that fit my specs, that had the lowest possible MSRP with the least amount of padding to maximize my value, because I found some that were pretty good, but they had $2,000 worth of stuff I didn't want. And so that pushed me to go find this other dealership. So I hope this is helpful. Feel free to check out my other videos, and I'll see you on the next one.